Hey guys, it's Michaela here, and today I'm going to be doing my May bullet journal setup. And I love bullet journaling, especially for YouTube. It just really helps me keep organized and stay creative and motivated for the month. But yeah, so this is my bullet journal. I love it so much. These 4 stickers here are from All Things Leanne, and then these 2 corner stickers are pictures that I took and made into stickers with the app Footage. Also, I wanted to mention that I'm going to start linking all the bullet journal supplies that I use in this video in the description box below. I just thought that would be helpful for you guys if you're interested in bullet journaling and like the supplies that I use. But yeah, they're all pretty affordable, pretty cheap. But without further ado, let's get started. So I always like to do a cover page and I just write the month, which this month is May. And then I tried out this cool new technique that Haley Pham uses where she writes in a pastel color, but then she outlines it with black. And I just really love the effect of it. And I feel like it makes it look really clean and professional kind of. But yeah, so then I just added some purple and magenta squiggles to make it more colorful. And then some little specks on the May to just kind of fill in that empty space. And then I definitely wanted to do flowers as the theme for this month because April showers brings May flowers, and it just kind of goes along with the theme I did last month with all the rain and the flowers. So I wanted to incorporate a lot of flowers and colors into this month's design, and I feel like I actually did really well. I was really nervous because I don't really know how to draw. I can't really doodle, but I was looking up some kind of flower doodles on Google and on Instagram, and I kind of just tried to copy what they did, and I actually really loved how it turned out and the colors that I used, and I'm really proud of myself because a lot of the times when I was doodling with this, I was like, oh my gosh, I just made the ugliest flower ever, but I actually was able to save it and make it kind of pretty by hiding the mistakes with dark colors like purple, or just kind of making a new petal with the orange and red flower. But yeah, so for these flowers, I wanted to make each one a little bit different from each other and unique, and I think I did like a tulip with the pink one, and then a rhododendron with the kind of magenta one, and then the orange and red one is actually one of my favorites, and I didn't really plan it to be like that. I was going for like a hibiscus, like that Hawaiian flower kind of vibe, but that really did not work out because that is kind of more of a white and yellow kind of flower. But I actually really liked how the orange and red flower turned out, so it worked. And then I did a sunflower because I thought that was really pretty and super May-like, and then I did like my makeshift rose by just making like a tulip kind of thing and making it red. And I like to spend a good amount of time on the cover spread just because I feel like when it's really aesthetically pleasing to look at and like I really like it, it kind of encourages me to open up my bullet journal more and use it a lot. And I don't know, I just really like seeing it first thing, and it makes me really pumped for the month. And then I just wanted to add these little like flecks because it just felt a little bit empty and it needed a little pizzazz. And yeah, so I really loved how it turned out, and it's actually one of my favorite cover spreads that I've made. So the next page I like to make is a goals and video ideas kind of place, and I was using the same technique that Haley Pham uses where she letters it out and then she'll outline it with a black pen. And I have to say, like, out of all the pages I made, this is actually one of my favorite like cover spread and goals pages just because of that lettering technique. I don't know what it is, but it just feels really like clean, as I said, and professional, and it's just really aesthetically pleasing to look at, honestly. But yeah, I love having this page because I primarily use my bullet journal for YouTube, so I kind of try to center it around that, especially, you know, having the video ideas blocks, and I love being able to have a place that I can jot down ideas so that I don't forget them. And I feel like subconsciously it actually helps me create more video ideas because my brain's like, I really want to fill out that video idea box. And then we have my content calendar, video schedule, whatever you like to call it. This is my lifesaver. It just really keeps me on track, and just knowing like when I want to upload and what videos I want to upload. And I got this idea mainly from Haley Pham, but I know that some other YouTubers use this method as well. And what she does is she uses sticky notes to kind of indicate like what day she'll upload or what day she'll edit and kind of stuff like that. And I really like that method. It really does work for me, and it's just really clear to kind of see like when I'm gonna upload and what video I'm gonna upload because you can write on them obviously. And yeah, I just love being able to see the month at a glance. But it is kind of interesting because I think now I'm actually going to try to start to stick to a video schedule, which in all of my 4 or 5 years of YouTube, I don't even know at this point, I have never been able to do, and I've never strived to do. So I don't know, it'll definitely be an adjustment, but I think that it will really pay off in the end, and I'm excited to kind of like the way that it makes me excited is I was kind of thinking like I always get excited for my favorite TV show at a certain day and time, and if I could kind of have my YouTube videos mimic that kind of experience, like I would love to do that. So that's pretty much what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to post on Mondays at 2 p.m. Eastern and on Fridays 2 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully that works out. Right now this upload actually will not be following that, but that's okay because this is going to be more of like a challenge for me rather than like a really, serious kind of thing. I also like to put my stats, just keeping track of my sub count and my view count, just for analytical reasons. That's really what it is, and just to see my growth. And I always like to put a little design at the bottom of the calendar because there's always some empty space. And as I've said, I do not like empty space, so I decided to do a lot of different flowers, but they're all the same, but they're going to be completely different colors. And I think this is like the tulip design. I remember learning how to draw these in like 4th grade. Don't even know if I'm doing it right, but it works. And I wanted to do alternating heights to make it fun and fresh. And then for the colors, I really wanted it to be random because if I try to do a pattern, I always find a way to mess it up or to have 2 blues next to each other, and I really did not want that. So I just started filling in like this flower blue, this flower purple, this flower this, and it actually just seamlessly worked out. And I'm trying to be more carefree with my journal because sometimes I want it to look super perfect and like the Instagram photos when they look amazing and just picture perfect, literally. And yeah, I'm just trying to not get caught up in that and kind of just really treat this purely as what it is, a peaceful activity to plan out your month and your weeks and just to stay organized. And that's pretty much my video schedule. So now we're moving on to one of my favorite parts that I've recently been incorporating into my journal. It's my TV, movie, YouTube, music, and podcast faves. And I just consume so much media throughout every single day, literally. So I really like kind of seeing like a monthly recap of just media that I really liked that month. And if I ever, miss it or kind of forget like, oh, what's the title of that song again? What's the title of that TV show? I can just look back and it's right there. So this next page is inspired by Haley Pham again, and I have just been really trying to read a lot more books in 2020, so I wanted to make a page where I can just put like quotes and things that I really want to remember from each of the books that I read this month. And the last spread I'm doing is a weekly spread, and I've never done this actually in my bullet journal, which kind of doesn't make any sense, but I have recently kind of quit using my school agenda because we're not really in school, we're kind of just doing Zoom, and it's just ugly and I don't really like it. So I wanted to kind of keep the weekly agenda thing, but kind of make it my own, more personalized and cute so that I actually use it. And I love having this. It's just so nice to be able to visually look at the week and kind of say, okay, I'm gonna do this day, this that day. But as I said again, I strictly use this bullet journal for YouTube and creative purposes. I do not want school in my bullet journal at all. So I only will put like certain creative assignments that need to be due for like my film classes and stuff like that, which I consider creative because it's a film class. But yeah, kind of stuff like that, and just YouTube videos, like I'm gonna edit a video on Monday, I'm gonna upload this video this day, and it just really helps me to keep on track and kind of see where my time is going. It keeps me accountable, and I really, really love it. I've actually been using it, which is surprising because sometimes I will make a whole spread and then I don't really use it. And then I also really like to put this kind of little box at the top called do, and this is kind of just any assignments or any like tasks that I really want to have done by that day. And then I also love putting these sticky notes so that I can kind of like quickly hourly plan, and it just makes the spread a little bit more colorful. So here is the overview of my May bullet journal setup, and I really, really love it. I love how simplistic and colorful it is, and I feel like my bullet journal spreads are usually really practical, and I don't try to go too over the top, just to make it easy and carefree. And then I also wanted to mention in this video, because I haven't mentioned it in my previous bullet journal videos, but I love using these sticky notes. I have these ones that are like mini sticky notes, and they come in blue, hot pink, another hot pink, and then green, and then I have like full-size sticky notes in the same exact colors, and I really love these. And then these will also be linked in the description box. I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and put on my post notifications, and also make sure to give this video a like. Let's try to get it to 30 likes, and also follow my Instagram and Snapchat. It's a super fun time on there, and I'll see you guys in my next video.